Well, good morning from Hogpen Gap Shelter. We are packing up, getting ready to head down the trail a little bit. Gavin's listening to some music. We got folks up the hill packing up tents, and we are headed down towards Sam's Gap. We have a friend that just texted me a little while ago that she's going to meet us at Sam's Gap with coffee and bagels, which is awesome. Thank you, Catherine. We appreciate you, and we will see you in about an hour. So I'll see you guys probably sooner than that as we get up on the trail. I'll show you what we're hiking today. So thanks for joining us. I think this is maybe day 34, and we're heading out for a short day, 10 miles, hoping to make the shelter before the rain. We've got a really big shelter, so we'll all be able to pile in tonight and have a good time. So looking forward for that. We'll see you shortly. Well, we had a little bit of a climb for about 1/10 of a mile out of the campsite, and now we're back on Hogback Ridge. And looks like a nice day so far today. We're gonna head downhill into Sam's Gap now. Well, winding our way downward towards, oh shoot, I can't think of the gap, Sam's Gap. We got a marker up here. I think this is the Moy, yeah, the Moy family marker. I'll zoom in on this and you can pause the video if you want to read about it. Moy Rest. I'd forgotten that this was coming up today. The other thing today is Big Bald. My worry is we're going to be socked in when we get there because it is supposed to rain after lunch today. But we're hoping that we can get up and over before the rains come. That would be ideal. But we'll see how things go. I haven't really looked at the terrain much. I think we've got obviously a climb up Big Bald, but I think it will pale in comparison to the climb that we had yesterday. And I don't think we'll see all the mountain streams that we did yesterday. That one coming down the crotch of that valley that we were on for hours was just absolutely gorgeous with the waterfall and all the cascades and such. I don't think we'll see that today, but hopefully we'll have a few views from Big Bald. We'll try it when we get there. Well, we got here a little quicker than I thought we would. About 45 minutes in. I guess that's about right because we're going mostly downhill, 2.5 miles. So we're coming into Sam's Gap right here. I don't know, I'm not sure what highway this is. But, I'll look it up and let you know. But that's what we got. We got hopefully a friend doing trail magic down there here just in a little bit. It'll be great to see her after 5.5 years or 5 years or so. So we're gonna meander on down through. See where the trail goes right there, down past that water station over here. There's a water pump right there, or sewage or something. And we'll be there in a second. All right, we've got the crew together for Trail Magic. That's so far so good. We hiked with her in 2019, and we thank her for coming out to see us today and bring us coffee and bagels and such. All guys still chilling. Jeff's checking mileage, and we're about to head up the road from Sam's Gap, but thanks for all the great stuff, Catherine. We appreciate it.
And that was fun.
We'll see you up the trail. All right, so we've got two dancers here. Here they go. This is awesome. So Cubit was a ballroom dance competitive dancer, and so far so good as a dancer as well, so they're having a blast. Too bad we don't have music playing. That's awesome. All right, crossing under I-26, just moments from the Tennessee border to the left, North Carolina we're in right now. We're at Sam's Gap, and great trail magic. We had bagels, we had coffee, we had candy bars, we had fresh fruit. It was awesome. Thank you, so far so good. It's good to see you again after so long. And hopefully we'll see you up the trail with Lady Di. So we've got about 8 miles to go to our shelter. We're trying to beat the rain. We'll see how we do. We're heading out. All right, just had an oh wow moment. We're kind of hiking along the inside of this little ridge line here. Thankfully we're out of the wind again. Not quite 8 miles to go to the shelter. And we're racing the weather today. I think we're not going to be able to win the weather race tomorrow, but should be a good day tomorrow. Hopefully we've got some excitement coming up. As I said earlier, our view today is Big Bald if we can get there before the rains. and hopefully it will not be socked in like Max Patch was. But this is just gorgeous. No leaves on the trees. You can see forever around every bend. You can kind of follow the trail as it goes through. And right now it's reasonably flat and we're making good time, but we've got some climbing to do today. But it won't be too bad. Hopefully I'm confident that it will be far more gradual than the climb we had yesterday. But I thought you'd like to see this. And thanks again to So Far So Good for the trail magic this morning. It was awesome for her to come out and see us. Great bagels and coffee. It's always wonderful, especially on a cool day like today. I've still got my fleece on from the stop down there. I'll have to get it off here before too long. I don't want to sweat in it, but it's keeping the winds off right now. Well, I hope I'm at the top, excuse me, of that pretty decent little climb that we just had coming out of Sam's Gap, heading off into an open area here, just a little bit. Big Bald is in our future. That may be it right there. Can't really tell just yet. Yep, it is. I'm pretty sure somewhere over there. Yeah, right there on top. That's where we're headed. That'll be our lunch spot, I guess. So we got some climbing left to do. We got some nice benches right over here. I'm gonna keep going though. I wanna beat the rain. So, interesting rock formation coming up here in front of us. Thought I'd show it to you. Stuff that breaks up the monotony of the trail. I hear Hawkeye and Squish up there above me. I think we're all racing the weather today. We just saw a trail maintainer and thanked him for all the hard work he does out here. He was working on a section of trail, but man, that's beautiful right there. Moss, rock. We've got a long haul to get to the top of that mountain over there. I've lost it now. I think it's that one. I don't know, I can't tell. But anyway, plowing forward. I just assume not go down, as knowing that we've got to go right back up. But I don't really remember the climb up to the top of Big Bald being all that hard. So maybe we'll get fortunate. Looks like we're about to stop going down over here. We'll see what happens. Well, talk about mild disappointment. We've been hiking hard for the last while, gently going up, thinking at any moment we're gonna pop out on the Bald up here. Well, the Bald is still way over there. So we'll get there. Looks like we got some mossy rocks up here, so that's kind of nice. But I sure was thinking I was a whole lot closer to the summit of Big Bald than we actually are. But we'll get there. Take a moment and have a look at the rocks here. Absolutely one of my favorite parts of the trail is all the mossy rocks and trees that are down and this, that, and the other. It'd be kind of nice if there was a bridge across and we didn't have to go all the way down and then all the way back up, but I don't think we're going to be so lucky. Well, I'm pausing on my uphill trek here through the rocks. We're headed to the summit of Big Bald, and I think we're not too far. It's been really steep. Squish and Hawkeye passed me a while back on the uphills, which is not unusual. I had to stay out in front of them a pretty good distance on the flats, but they always catch me on the ups, and that's all right. But I'm still getting stronger. But all these steps are killing me, so I'm gonna ring off and walk on up. Well, this is what I was waiting on. I'm about to pop out of the woods and start the final ascent of Big Bald. Good hike today, pretty fast. Still hoping we can beat the rain. I think our shelter is only a couple of miles off the Bald. I'll have to check the map and see. It's gonna be windy up here, so it's probably gonna be a short-lived stay. Take a picture and get. All right, I'm quite sure you can't hear me at all on this, but I have reached the summit of Big Bald. I'm gonna do a walk around. Right over there's our trail out. Down, then up, then down. But we beat the weather here anyway, for which I'm grateful. We've got 360-degree views as I walk across the top up here. I'm guessing that might be a ski slope right over there. and Squish beat me up here. That's all right. So I've done my 360. I've touched the summit. I'm gonna get down. It's cold up here. I'll see you shortly. All right, looking back at the top of Big Bald. It's like Squish is moving on down the road. It's cold up there. Don't blame her at all. We're about to duck back in the woods just as the drizzle is starting. So looks like we might not beat the rain, but we're not too terribly far from it. I'd say we've got half a mile to the shelter. I'm not sure I'm gonna bother with rain gear. We'll see how it goes. Well, I don't see the shelter yet, but I see all the accoutrement. There's bear cables and bear boxes. It says shelter's down this way, so I'm going down this way. And it shouldn't be too far. It's according to the pictures, a double-decker shelter, so there'll be room for all of us because I do think we're gonna get rain tonight. And we'll have to hike in the rain tomorrow. But hopefully it'll be a great day tomorrow. I think we'll have some surprises along our trip. We'll see. Ah, there's the shelter right there. Awesome. And I beat the rain. I've heard a few drops, but nothing to cause me to stop and put on my stuff yet. So this is Bald something. I'll have to do some looking and see what the name of this shelter is, but there's lots of room for us to chill and do our thing. Back out just a tad. So, home for the night. Woohoo! Well, we're settling into Bald Mountain Shelter. Hawkeye and I are the first two here. Squish is not going to be too far behind us, and we're trying to figure out logistics. We know there's a privy. Just actually read in the trail guide that this is the last privy for quite a while for no-bow hikers. I guess that means we're going to be into Tennessee for a while. And the water source, I think we passed on the way in, but we'll walk back up to it here in a little bit because I'm about out of water. So anyway, we're going to make some lunch, wait on everybody else to get here, and just hunker in for the night. We'll talk to you soon. All right, so we are all chilling in the shelter tonight.
You're like a bird.
We're trying to get the last little bit of food in because they've already hung their food bags and they're still hungry. This is what happens when you're in the shelter, in the rain, in the cold. Get these guys over here. We have made an executive decision. We are going all the way tomorrow to Irwin. It's going to be 17 miles. It's going to be mostly downhill. It is probably going to be slick as greased glass, just for all the stepping and sliding, but we're going to make it. It's going to be a good day, and I think we're going to have a surprise on trail tomorrow too, so we'll see how that goes.